Hello everybody, how you doing? Cedric and CJ here. CR Wrestling Commentary. We'll be reviewing last week's TNA Impact Wrestling, and well, that's the graphic I made, and that's what it is because I'm tired, and I like blue. So, okay, we're gonna jump right into this. I have no memory if anyone's left a comment or whatnot. I don't.
I haven't looked. I've been busy. If anybody's left a comment, we'll pick it up the next time.
Yeah, because we still got some TNA, like some stream that they did.
Pay-per-view, Under Siege.
Yeah, Under Siege. So we got that. It's been a real jacked up month. Last like 3 weeks of April and this first week of May, it has not been financially and energetically good for us. So we're doing the best we can to give you what y'all want to hear. Mm-hmm. So look, what's this? May 2nd? Okay. Mm-hmm. So it opens up with Mustafa Ali, the X Division champion, versus Chris Bay. And I was like, okay, Chris Bay's not in Bullet Club anymore. But Chris Bay has never interested me. And I get it, everybody. I do. It's a generational thing. It's people are exposed to certain wrestling, and then they love the personalities of those wrestlers during that style of wrestling. And so when that style of wrestling is brought to a company with that person, people just mix the two. They conflate it, and then we get people cheering for things that we know they're not going to like later. Case in point, AEW. So, put it like this. AEW is proof positive that the modern style, while it get pops from those that don't really know, for those that do understand and do know, you can't retain them. You can't. So, that's all that is. You know, national TV, zero modernization. Just traditional with some modern and some other stuff that you want to throw in there, but you just can't go full modern.
You can do modernization as long as you know how to book. And Tony Khan don't know how to book, so it fails.
Yep. Tony Khan could not book in a library. So look.
Oh, that's sad.
So
couldn't book on the racetrack.
Nope. If his horse came in first, he wouldn't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. So look, Bay hit a coast-to-coast diving elbow drop to a Tree of Woe hung Ali for a 2 count.
Yep.
You jump from one side of the ring to the other with an elbow drop to somebody's chest, and you don't beat them. Just think about the rationalization of that. That's a waste. That the waste of a perfectly great move.
That should have been over.
Yep.
Imagine Rob Van Dam doing his coast to coast, was it Van Daminator?
Yeah, no, Van Terminator.
Van Terminator. That usually ended the match, didn't it?
No.
All right, never mind. My point's thrown out.
I mean, it would if you went for the pin, but sometimes it's like, let's do something else, and that was the issue with it. So Ali goes for a pin with his feet on the ropes, and Ace Austin knocks them off, and that aids in Bay kicking out. Bay hit a Kadomi Valentine or vertebraker for some for a 2 count.
Mm-hmm.
A 2 count.
Yep.
Legit stalwart finishing hold for a 2 count. Yeah, so that's another wasted move. And then Ali hit a Scorpio splash to get the win.
I'm going to tell y'all, this match was way too long.
Yep.
It was way too long. I think I was about 5 minutes in. Like, I'm tired of seeing these little dudes doing stuff.
That's about what wrestling is. Look, I don't need to see a bunch of big dudes all the damn time because that's just going to get boring. That's really going to get boring.
This has gotten boring.
Ali, I like Mustafa Ali. Yeah. I like him. I didn't see too much bad by him except taking moves and stuff. I mean, like I said, if you ain't going to win with a legit finisher, don't even do it. Do something else. There's too many things to do. Too many. So, okay, next we get female match, Danny Luna versus Alicia Edwards. I guess wife of Eddie Edwards.
I think she's supposed to be, or is, or I don't know.
Or something, or maybe sister. I don't care.
I don't think it's sister.
Edwards, she wins after there was some cheating a lot, but she won. It wasn't a bad match. It was an all right match. It was a pretty good match.
She's got the same personality of 90% of the women in wrestling,
and that makes it boring.
Yeah,
and it was just the match was just highly predictable, but it was still a good match.
I'm a mean girl and I'm pretty. And there you go.
Yep. Next we get Hammerstone versus Cody Deaner. They talk in the ring. Hammerstone wants to do arm wrestling, and Cody wants a Sin City street fight. I'm like, God damn.
Yep.
God damn, this is stupid. The fans didn't react to either until asked by Cody, and the choice is they chant for the street fight. Hammerstone won, and Jake something tries to get him, but he's blocked by staff and whatnot.
Yeah, I think Hammerstone and Jake supposed to tangle at Under Siege.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which happened some time ago.
So that's 1% incentive to watch Under Siege.
Yeah, Jake something is good.
I like him.
I remember when he was so skinny though.
Hammerstone is too tan. He's so tan you can barely tell his mustache from his face.
It's like he's like he doesn't know if he want to be Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, Superstar Billy Graham, or Hulk Hogan.
He's got Big Papa Pump's body, just not those big old shoulders. But you know, Hammerstone used to be big. He's come down.
Yep.
But he's, I guess, more cut, and he's just too tan.
They show backstage of Nick Nemeth hurt with the doc saying that he's injured without saying what it is. Nick rests on the gurney, wincing in pain with no one doing a damn thing to help him. They just talk over his body, his ailing body, as Matt Hardy comes in talking like a medieval nut job.
No. I heard what was going on. Santino Marella was standing there, and he's holding there, and he's wincing, turning his head. It's his neck. It's obvious. It's his neck. And Morella's like, so what's wrong with him? The dude says, it's his neck. He can't wrestle. I thought it was dumb. You turn somebody's head and they go, ah, and reach for their neck. It's their neck.
Look.
Santino Marella was probably blind.
If I'm laying there and my neck is hurting and people just going to talk over me wondering what it is, I'm like this, you're not a real doctor and you're just not real. Somebody help me for real.
And then, what you say his name was? Matt Hardy. I don't have words, man. I don't have words. He just got there and he needs to go. He got money, don't he? Ain't he got like a farm or a family somewhere?
I don't care.
Somewhere in North Carolina to take care of.
He's got people that he know in places that he live, and
he needs to go there and know them and live.
Yes. I want to like Matt Hardy. I want to love Jeff Hardy, but good grief, it's like you can't. Your gimmicks. We see where you were. We've seen what you've done, and now you're gonna go to a place as if none of that ever happened. No,
act like you're crazy.
It's insulting, honestly. So next we get let's see what else. Jonathan Gresham has an odd storyline going on with him and his octopus self. I don't really get it.
I'm since we're watching, I'm kind of curious to see what it comes about. It's almost like he's trying to reject the octopus part of himself.
But he was in Ring of Honor with that for so many years.
Ring of Honor is like on life support.
And then he was in on Dynamite and Collision and Rampage with the octopus stuff. And then he showed up in TNA with the octopus stuff. And he tried his own promotion with the octopus stuff. It's a little late to act like that's a bad thing in your life.
I think it's a difference between wearing the mask, taking it off, and getting the ring and wrestle. You know, they're still trying to do the creativity, somewhat character thing. I'm curious to see. You know, I like a little bit of pageantry, so I'm curious to see where it go. I like the fact that he's leaving ink everywhere.
Yeah, ink.
Octopuses ink, don't they?
Yeah, but it's waste. So I'm just saying it makes sense if you're just running around shitting all over the place or pissing, you know, because that's what it should represent.
Nobody's gonna make that connection.
Just yeah, okay. So next, Joe Hendry comes out to sing a song in an apology, and I know it's going to be comical, so we skipped.
Yeah, apology to some dude to talk about that first class dude with Rich Swan.
And the first class dude, I can't remember his name, AJ something.
Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
Yes, Francis.
When he starts talking, I'm listening. I like what he's doing vocally, but this, how can I say this? As much as I like Joe Hendry is so comedy based. I don't look forward to anything he's got to say or do. Just get in the ring and wrestle, be awesome like that, and shut up. That's about where I am. I like his music. I like the opening. I like all that stuff. I like him coming to the ring, wrestling, and leaving. I'd rather him win, but I do not want to see his comedy. I'm done. That's where I'm at.
Whenever AJ Francis starts talking, I tune out.
That's because you a hater. Next, what happens is
I'm tired of, hey man, we're first class, we got money, join me, join us, we're up here.
They got women. They got beautiful women, even though they're all married.
Half the arena is empty. No one gives a. And I'm not gonna say what Rich Swan looked like because I shouldn't. So let's go.
You look like a tall, old, dirty bastard that's still alive.
Nah, I'm thinking far worse than that. We're just gonna move on. No. Worse.
Okay. Worse than. I don't even want to go. So look. Okay. The name I whispered was Bushwick Bill, but that she said worse. I'm like, I don't even want to know now. She can kill my curiosity. So next, let's see. The System come out and talk their match against Speedball Mountain and Matt Hardy. Moose needs promo help.
Oh yeah, that was painful.
Yep, he needs promo help. You could tell that he was trying to remember his lines. You could tell that he was like, what was I supposed to say? He just had to say something. I know he went to the back and was like, shit.
And the System. Yeah, we're the System. But it's like, oh, hell.
Yeah.
You finally made the landing, dude.
Before we get to something that I like, I'm gonna have to call Brian Last out on something. Well, he's an elitist, so he don't care anyway. That this jackwad decides to conflate something. He says that when they realized that TNA, their pay-per-view buys were 500, they had 500. That's like when you just kind of just round it, 500 pay-per-view buys. He says, and this is why they aren't worth watching, and you can't take them serious. So he finds out they have low pay-per-view buys after the fact, and that's why you can't take them serious. That's why you can't get invested in them for things that you don't know until after the fact.
And why would the fact that they only have 500 pay-per-view buys help you decide whether or not you want to watch?
That's stupid. Anyone listening that has rationality in them and they can reach Brian Last, they'll know he was stupid for saying that, and he's stupid for thinking that way. I get he's a Wall Street enthusiast, but you can't sit here and base it. That's almost like saying that Cedric and I aren't worth living because we make under $45,000 because we're not middle class, we're below middle class, so we should just die. Let's just kill us off.
There are a lot of individuals that feel that way.
Yeah, there are. And you know what? I see it like this. If we're not worth that, then Brian Last, are you making $1.6 billion a year? Because if not, is your life really worth living? Maybe you should go do something negative to yourself, using something of a phallus. So look. Because that's just jacked up. TNA is all right. It's not. Look, it's way better than AEW. And AEW is outperforming them because they got national status. Access TV is not trying to promote TNA. And TNA, they need help. Because this ain't the TNA I remember when Scott D'Amore was running it. It's a big difference. So, okay. Now we get to Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel. Austin is damn good, but his moves are wasted. Austin looks like an actual junior heavyweight.
He reminds me of the first time we saw Saban.
Yep. He looks like he belongs, and he looked like he is just maybe 4 inches shorter and 20 pounds lighter than a heavyweight. That's it. That's a junior heavyweight. Ace Austin looks like a freaking junior heavyweight. But his moves are wasted. He hit a nice double rebound tornado kick for a 2 count. Then Trey masterfully argues with the fans. That was great by Miguel. Argues with the fans and kicks the head off Austin and shouts, "That's for you," to a fan. Beautiful work right there.
Only problem with him, he sounds like a petulant child.
Yes.
He's got this.
He sounds
whiny voice, man.
like Roderick Strong.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Trey hit a nice diving sunset flip for a 2 count. That's an old school super finisher too. It was nice to see it again. Then Austin makes a comeback and hit a nice blockbuster for the win, and it was a quick neck breaker too. So it was worth it. I like what I saw in the ring, but there are a lot of moves that are wasted. Don't do awesome moves if you're not gonna win with them. Just don't. Certain moves you don't do. If it looks like you should knock somebody's block off, don't do it. Don't. The whole body slam, arm drag, drop kick, low kick, middle kick, punches, forearms, and snap marriage and stuff. That's the wear down part. That's what that is. You wear them down, grind them down, and then you start hitting signatures. Then you go back to the basics, and you hit signature, basic, signature. You wear them down enough that they're confused or dizzy or beat down enough, hit a finisher, put them down. That's it. It's not hard. It's not hard. Eric Young and Josh Alexander in one shot, and they look like siblings.
They do. I'm bald and bearded.
And Cedar noted that they need Mike Bennett to complete the look.
Yeah, for real. Mike Bennett be like their slightly younger brother.
So then we get to the main event. So we got the women's title match. Is Miyu Yamashita versus Jordan Grace. And it was a good match that Grace won with her finisher. After the match, Delanda attacks Grace from behind, and just before Khan can break her neck or something he was going to do, PCO appears. He levels Khan and then does the threatening choke in the corner to Delanda. Grace takes hold of Delanda, who tries to throw herself out the ring, but Grace held on so it can look like something. And then Grace tosses her out, and Delanda lands on her feet and argues, and the show ends. Why did I not take notes on this match? Because it's Jordan fucking Grace. That's why. Okay. It's bad enough I know pro wrestling is a work. Okay, fine. And I'm cool with that. But I can't do commentary deep on someone that I now know bona fidely script their matches. I can't do it. Like, I used to want to go back and watch Randy Savage matches, but now I realize what he was doing. I'm like, I don't care now.
I got a question for you. Maybe you can clue me in. I remember them coming out. Did I fall asleep or something?
No, you watched it.
I did? Wow. Okay.
But you was dozing, I think.
Yeah, it had to be something because I'm like, I don't
You
remember.
were tired. You were whipped.
I remember none of that at the bottom. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It was what it was. Just it's been a low energy month. I don't know what's up. It's going on 4 weeks now. This is terrible. But I wasn't even going to do this review. I was just like, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. So I mustered it up for y'all and for Cedra and to do this, and now time to upload. Mm-hmm. So with that said, this has been Cedric and Cedra for CR Wrestling Commentary, reviewing Total Nonstop Action Impact Wrestling. I want y'all to be good, be chill, be safe. and we'll see you next time.